about Chatelaine without thinking about the food. Please welcome Claire Tansey with another amazing recipe that we've all been smelling. Oh, it smells so good.
This is the smell for me of Christmas Eve, because this is actually my mom's recipe.
Oh,
and
nice.
so when you woke up, Mom would always get up early to make this. This is tourtiere, and when you woke up and you smelled this, you knew it was Christmas.
Yeah.
Santa's been here. We're gonna eat. It's awesome.
So good. So we're going to show you how you can make a super easy tourtiere, because it always is in Chatelaine magazine. Very easy to make.
Yeah, and triple tested, so you know it's going to work for you. So yeah, so we're going to make this tourtiere, and as I said, this is my mom's recipe, my grandma's recipe, just for the filling.
Okay.
We wanted to kind of make it a little sexier with the pastry, right?
It looks amazing.
Instead of doing it in a pie, like, you know, and slicing it into triangles.
Yeah.
You're familiar with the concept.
I do know pies.
You do, good. So we want to make it square, rectangular like this, so it's like quite sexy and just a little bit different, but the pastry is so easy. So I'll just show you how to make the pastry.
Yeah, and that wasn't hard to do? All fancy like that?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, okay, it's all...
Yeah, no, it's going to be great.
Okay,
so,
you're fooling us into thinking
this is something called hot water pastry. Now, you know, pastry, you think, oh, it's got to be cold, cold butter, cold everything.
Yeah.
So this, you start with melted butter. Hot melted butter, a little bit of shortening for flakiness, and hot water that I've melted together. I know, and you think, this is insane. This is not going to work.
Apparently.
And you know what? It makes the most flexible, easy-going pastry you've ever made.
Oh, good.
This is an egg and an egg white.
Yeah.
That's just going to go in comme ça. Oh, you see, I'm speaking French because it's tourtiere.
Ah, because you're feeling a little French.
Oui,
yes.
oui, je me sens française, oui. Yeah, so this is it. So I'm just going to stir this, and it's almost more like making bread. Could you stir that mixture for me, please?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, hello.
I was just transfixed by your stirring there. I got confused.
I'm also a hypnotist. Yes. So with this, once this comes together, I just actually get in there, knead it a little bit. It comes up into a, see how soft it is? You think, oh, Claire, that is not going to work.
I think it's going to work.
It's going to work beautiful.
Faith in you, girl. Now, listen, is this a little bit easier that it's warm? Like, would it be? It'll be tougher if it was cold, right?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be warm.
No, I know you want it warm.
Yeah.
I know. But I was just wondering, like, is it going to be easier for us?
Yes, it's going to be easier. Anyway, so now look at, I've made a whole mess of my hands, which is super fun.
Cooking's all about making a mess.
And you divide this dough into two pieces.
All right.
A big and a small, and that's how we're going to make our rectangle. Now, meanwhile,
I got to see.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to ask you to put in a little bit of mashed potato into the
Just
filling.
a little bit, or all?
Put it all in. We love it. This is so old-fashioned because they're using the mashed potato to extend the meat, you know, so it goes further.
Yeah.
And this is just pork, onion, and garlic.
But it tastes good, so
tourtiere goes a lot of different ways. Some people put rabbit, veal, venison, depending on what part of the country you're from.
Yep.
But this is, for me, it was always just straight pork, good old-fashioned pork. And then after you're done with that, I'm going to ask you to put in mustard. Whoa. Mustard, thyme, sage, and cloves.
I listen to you, Claire.
Yeah, very good.
I only mess up
good
your recipes, like once a month? I only do it once a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Today's not my day to be messing up your recipes.
So then to make this beautiful square, I have a top and a bottom here.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to roll one out into a big rectangle and one out into a small rectangle.
So you chilled it, it's ready to go.
I chilled it, and you can do this in advance. It keeps beautifully in the freezer. And
go for it, Mama.
I made pastry with my boy the other day for the first time, and he loved this part.
I bet you he did.
He really did.
How old's Thomas now?
He's 20 months old.
Oh, that's a good age for making pastry.
And he was really helpful, but then he started ripping it apart and throwing it on the floor.
Yeah, because it's Play-Doh.
Exactly.
To him, right?
Exactly. So now this I want 8 by 15. Ooh. I can't remember if that's exactly the measurement. Everybody read the recipe.
Yeah, put it on our website.
That's a good idea.
Cityline.ca.
Exactly.
You'll get all your numbers there.
And then can you smell how nice that's starting to smell?
It smells amazing. What else do you want me to do? Do you want me to do any more?
Now what you're going to do...
Because we only have a minute left.
I know. Okay, well, we made a quick pickle to go with this. It's, you know, let's just skip it.
Okay, fine.
You know.
Let's just talk. I'm just going to watch you roll.
We only have a few minutes, so let's make it count. We're going to take this beautiful pastry.
Okay.
Nice, long, gorgeous. I'm going to transfer it. Now you see it's so easy going. See how
It's
easygoing it is?
cooperating.
It's very
Because you know
cooperative.
why? Sometimes I see pastry and I'm like, I'm gonna skip this recipe because there's pastry involved.
Oh,
I know,
Tracy, don't
it's
tell me
terrible.
that.
I know.
Making me
but
sad.
now that I've seen how easy it is,
I
you know
know.
I do actually try the Chatelaine recipes,
I
right?
know.
Because
We
I
love
tweet
ya.
her every time I try one. I'm so proud of myself.
With a picture.
With a picture.
Always with a picture.
I'm very thrilled
Yes.
when they work out.
So then I just roll the top out and put it over top.
Yeah.
Like this. Trim
Yeah.
the edges. You use the edges with your little cute tiny cookie
so that's
cutters
how you
and you
made it
just
like
brush them
that.
on. The edges just, you literally take a fork and then you put the little edges on top.
To make that little design. And what about the top here? How did you do those?
Those are just extra little bits.
Oh, and you just shape them, like hand shape them and put them on.
Use your little tiny cookie cutter.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's
And
lovely.
then you bake that up, and that is a beautiful
You
way
did
to
a
have
good
Christmas
job.
Eve.
Cityline.ca for all of the directions on how you can make this at home.
Yeah.